How long has it been since Portal came out? I don't know. How long has it been since I played Portal? Probably a couple of years? Like 4 years, maybe? I don't know. But I love Portal. Let's do the developer commentary for Portal. It's good. Yep, information nodes. Yep.
Welcome to
Game Name Here.
Hopefully you've already had a chance to enjoy the offbeat perspective and new game mechanics.
Who's that guy?
To listen to a commentary node, put your crosshair over the floating commentary symbol and press your use key. To stop a commentary node, put your crosshair over the rotating node and press the use key again. Some commentary nodes may take control of the game in order to show something to you. In these cases,
can I
press
skip
your
this?
Use key again to stop the commentary.
No.
Please let me know what you think after you've had a chance to play, as we think we are just at the beginning of taking advantage of this type of gameplay.
And they'll never do it again.
GabeN@valvesoftware.com. Thanks, and have fun.
They don't even make games anymore. So Gabe, I don't know. Gabe isn't bad, is he? He might be a little bit bad. He's not like Randy Pitchford bad or something. That would be really bad. Oh, gotta wait for her to talk, okay.
Welcome to the Aperture Science Computer Aided Enrichment Center. We hope your brief detention in the relaxation vault has been a pleasant one. Your specimen has been processed, and we are now ready to begin the test proper. Before we start, however, keep in mind that although fun and learning are the primary goals of all Enrichment Center activities, serious injuries may occur. For your own safety and the safety of others, please refrain from Stand back. The portal will open in 3, 2, 1.
I love how GLaDOS was. I feel like I played Portal 2 more recently than this one, I think, and she's so robotic in this one. It's really interesting how like her personality evolves over the course of the two games. And I know that like one of her containment cores was responsible for making her very robotic, but whatever. I have to hit the use button.
One of the things
Right,
we learned
use.
from our Bacular Drop, our student project that became Portal, was that players often thought portals took them into other spaces, or even other dimensions. To help fight that notion, we start players in a visually unique room with memorable objects, so that when they walk through a portal for the first time, they have a clear point of reference which communicates the idea that they're still in the same basic location. For instance, the radio, which is playing an instrumental version of Still Alive, helps as well by providing some audio continuity. It's absolutely critical that players quickly wrap their heads around what a portal is. We noticed early playtesters grasped the concept much more quickly when they caught a glimpse of themselves through a portal. So we deliberately positioned this first portal to ensure that players will invariably see themselves.
Yep.
We put the player character in an orange jumpsuit to reinforce the fact that she's a test subject. Visually, the warmer colors helped her pop out against the colder tones of her environment. Some playtesters were wondering why she could fall so far without getting hurt the way she would have if she were in Half-Life 2. In response, we added a mechanized heel spring to her lower legs. Afterwards, there was no longer any question about why she could survive such long falls.
There you go. Shut the fuck up, playtesters. I love stories of playtesters and how, I don't know, no matter how much you design something with this idea in mind that someone who's not you is going to play this thing, you can't possibly predict anything they're gonna do.
These frosted glass observation rooms make the player feel as if they're being watched at all times, while keeping the identity of these watchers a mystery. The rooms serve a practical purpose as well, since we often use them as convenient and logical light sources for the test chambers.
She wasn't very good at public speaking, but that's adorable. Yeah, I will also, I will gush about how good this game is. This game is incredibly good.
Portal
Portal is effectively an extended player training exercise. We spend a huge portion of the game introducing a series of gameplay tools, then layering those tools into increasingly difficult puzzles. This layering starts here, where we train the button and box mechanic before introducing the more complicated concept of portals.
Uh-oh.
Emancipation Grid will vaporize any unauthorized equipment that passes through it.
We'll also emancipate teeth fillings and teeth. Oh, she says it later. Well, thanks for raiding. Doot, doot, doot. And someone mentioned earlier that there are like New Game Plus like challenge levels, and I have done a lot of them actually. I got some like one achievement for getting bronze or something. Maybe I don't know, something like that. Yeah, Narbacular Drop was a student project that basically Valve saw and was like, "We're hiring all of you. Make this a real game." I super duper love these, by the way, because it's like foreshadowing things you're going to see later. I enjoy that a lot, including that joke. It's like, oh, eventually there's going to be turrets, there's going to be something that hits me, and there's water hazards later, and I like the foreshadowing.
Please place a weighted storage cube on the 1500 megawatt Aperture Science Heavy Duty Super Colliding Super Button.
Alright, you played as a princess who couldn't jump.
We wanted players to feel safe while standing in a portal, so we never kill them or destroy objects within a portal that's closing. Instead, we either push or teleport objects out of a portal as it closes.
It's a smart idea. Almost lost my chance.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
I got distracted by GLaDOS. Oh, Valve bought Camposanto. I did not know that. And now Camposanto won't make games. Valve doesn't make games anymore.
We very deliberately introduce and train each gameplay concept in Portal, so that once players reach this spot, we're confident that they know what a portal is and roughly how it works. Early versions of the game let players stumble through the beginning, without always understanding what was going on, which really compromised teaching new concepts. The puzzle you just finished was designed so that stumbling around will almost always lead to a dead end. Completing the puzzle requires walking through a minimum of 5 portals in a specific order. This kind of gating, in which a solid understanding of key gameplay concept is required for success, helped standardize the learning curve of the game tremendously.
No, I do not do speedruns. I'm not very competitive. Ooh, look at those little noodles. They go all the way through. I consider running to be a competition. I don't know why. People take it kind of seriously. Something I super duper love about Portal is the learning curve. I think it has like the most perfect learning curve I've seen in any puzzle game, maybe in my life. It's perfect. It really teaches something that's kind of bonkers very, very naturally. It feels like you're super organically learning this. And it's not like forcing you to learn. It's not like keeping you in one spot until you learn your lesson. It's, you know, it's great. I feel like that was a problem with The Witness, is that it didn't tutorialize anything. It was just like, fuck you, learn it. Fuck you, learn it. Fuck you, learn it. And like you would stumble through and not know why you were succeeding. And that's exactly what that previous commentary note was talking about.
You're doing very well. Please be advised that a noticeable taste of blood is not part of any test protocol, but is an unintended side effect of the Aperture Science Material Emancipation Grip, which may, in semi-rare cases, emancipate dental fillings, crowns, tooth enamel, and teeth.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong, speedrunning itself is fucking cool. I don't think it's for me. Just like how fighting games are pretty cool, but I don't like to play them because I'm bad at them.
In early versions of this map, playtesters would charge down the stairs without noticing what was creating the portal. We introduced a mandatory pause in the action, what we call a gate, to help ensure that players stopped and noticed the portal gun making the blue portal. The particle effect and a loud noise helped draw their attention.
So genius. I also like this hopeful music. Take the shot! Thanks. Thanks for taking the shot.
Very good. You are now in possession of the Aperture Science handheld portal device. With it, you can create your own portals. These intradimensional gates have proven to be completely safe. The device, however, has not. Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid.
Even partially.
Most importantly, under no circumstances should you...
I know they did that joke twice, but I don't care. It's a good joke. Let's steal this. Heh. This is part of a Chivo that I have not actually gotten, but you bring these secret little radios to certain spots of the level. They're hard to get, and it's a multi-part Chivo. I think there's like, I've gotten like 3 of the parts. It's like 18 parts of 18 radios you gotta do that too. Something like that. I don't know. I think there's 17 levels? No, that can't be right. There's 18. Either way, I'm getting the number wrong. I probably need to do it to the first one. Oh well. You can't get Chivos in this mode anyway. Developer mode doesn't let you get achievements.
Please proceed to the chamber lock. Mind the gap.
This room was designed to make players understand that entrance and exit portals aren't tied to the color of the portal. Playtesters often assumed that orange portals were exit only, so we created this puzzle to force players to enter an orange portal.
When rendering the player's view through a portal, we must render a separate image using a virtual camera which looks out of the opposite portal. To obtain a correct image and efficient rendering performance, we render only what is visible to the limited field of view of the opposite portal and exclude objects which lie between the virtual camera and the plane of the opposite portal.
While I appreciate bits, that's a bit spammy. Just say that in the chat, Wick.
Well done. Remember, the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day is the perfect time to have her tested.
I like that they brought back the Aperture Science Bring Your Daughter to Work Day thing in Portal 2, and that's how they kidnapped Chell.
The combination of portal-destroying fields, which we call fizzlers, and the elevators serve a dual purpose. They provide a clearly identifiable endpoint for each test chamber, while also addressing the more practical problem of how to keep players from portaling across level loads. We eventually integrated the fizzlers into several of our puzzle designs.
Sweep. It's a good idea. Yeah. Now it would be Bring Your Child to Work Day, but... I still really like Portal 2, though. I mean, this game is perfect because it's like one big long tutorial for the concepts, and then like Portal 2 kind of like refines that stuff, but then it kind of like goes a little off the rails by adding like tons of different goos and stuff like that. But the puzzles are still really good. And it was neat to see like really old Aperture buried underneath the earth. It's good.
Welcome to Test Chamber 4. You're doing quite well.
So the way you die in this game is from hazards. Mainly these balls hitting you and water and like other stuff like turrets. But we haven't run into any hazards yet.
To ensure the safe performance of all authorized activities, do not destroy vital testing apparatus.
For training purposes, there's generally just one correct solution to these early puzzles. The original version of this room didn't have the glass barrier. Playtesters would often stand on the button to open the door and then shoot a blue portal through the opening, bypassing the box entirely. Since this puzzle was meant to illustrate the relationship between boxes and buttons, that solution, while clever, was a failure. so we added the glass barrier to prevent it. Later in the game, however, the puzzles become more open-ended.
Oh, how do you respawn? Pfft, I don't know, there's no in-game explanation for that. It just didn't happen. Woo!
Integrating portals with Source Engine's physics system was a complex process that required several iterations to achieve the right balance of performance and correctness. Because portals can be placed virtually anywhere in the game's environment, the physics system had to be modified to allow dynamic changes to its representation of colliding geometry, such as the walls and floor around this box, and any objects which may lie on the opposite side of the portal. Initial implementations of this dynamic collision generation system could take up to 1/2 of 1 second, or 500 milliseconds to
Oh shit.
correct collision.
I need to stop doing that.
This may not seem to take much time to realize, but this pause during the portal session is quite noticeable in the context of the game. Ultimately, we designed a system that creates temporary hybrid physics environments in bubbles around the portals, using less accurate collision than that produced by Source's standard collision generation, but was accurate enough in practice and reduced the time to create dynamic collision representation from 500 milliseconds to just 10 milliseconds, which is an imperceptible pause during portal creation.
I keep making everyone talk over each other. I'm sorry. I don't remember when she talks. Also, couldn't they have just prevented that by, you know, doing what they did? They didn't have to. The glass is redundant. Because they said they added the glass because people would just shoot a portal in there. But they added the glass so they couldn't do that. But you can't do that anyway because they added the unportable surfaces in there. So, oh. I guess it does introduce the unportable surfaces. But whatever. Alright, I can't do it yet.
Certain objects
There you
may
go.
be vital to your success. Do not disrupt testing apparatus.
I'll do what I want. There's a Chivo for that too, I think. Can't get it in this mode.
Early versions of Portal featured more detailed, cluttered environments, much like Half-Life 2. We quickly realized that unnecessary objects scattered all over the place distracted players to the point where it actually interfered with the Portal training process. So we simplified the art style to favor clean, focused test chambers.
But then
Modular
you
approach
saved
to
it for
setup
later.
Makes it look plausible that the chambers can reform dynamically on these pistons.
Then Portal 2 was all about jacking up the place. Hi, baby.
As part of a required test protocol, our previous statement suggesting that we would not monitor this chamber was an outright fabrication. Good job.
Good
As
job.
part of a required test protocol, we will stop enhancing the truth in 3, 2.
Excuse me. I ain't carrying no radios around. It's not even gonna work because the Chivos don't work in developer mode, so what's the point? They're a little annoying. Oh yeah. We got orbs, baby. Look out, it's orbs.
Safety is one of many Enrichment Center goals. The Aperture Science High Energy pellet seen to the left of the chamber can and has caused permanent disabilities such as vaporization. Please be careful. Unbelievable. You
Subject name here.
must be the pride of.
Subject hometown here. Remember that joke?
To make puzzles deeper than just teleporting to the exit, we had to include surfaces that won't hold a portal, which are formally introduced here. We experimented with several surface designs before we settled on this one, whose visual noise and reflectivity make it easy to identify at a distance.
Very nice. What was that sound effect about? Kind of see the particle effects from above the elevator when it's moving. Boop.
Warning devices are required on all mobile equipment. However, alarms and flashing hazard lights have been found to agitate the high-energy pellet and have therefore been disabled for your safety.
Ah, I must have already done this one. Can you vaporize the radio? Whoop. That'd be pretty hard. Ha! Ah.
Good. Now use the aperture science unstationary scaffold to reach the chamber lock.
Originally, these scaffolds ran on electrified tracks, but crafty playtesters would hop along the rails to the exit, bypassing the puzzle entirely. We tried to solve this by killing players as soon as they touched the rails. That solution ended up being too much of an overcorrection, as even skilled playtesters were getting frustrated by these one-hit kills in the more complex puzzles later in the game. Making the scaffolds run along immaterial beams of light solved both problems.
I should vaporize one of those radios next time, because it looks really cool when you vaporize it through the emancipation grid. There it is, you can barely see it. Give me more portals. Give me the orange.
Please note that we have added a consequence for failure. Any contact with the chamber floor will result in an unsatisfactory mark on your official testing record, followed by death. Good luck.
Even though layering player training was a design goal from the start, we still ended up introducing some concepts too quickly. For instance, this used to be the first energy ball redirection puzzle.
Whoa.
Playtesting revealed that this puzzle introduced too many new concepts at once, which ended up frustrating a lot of playtesters. In response, we inserted 2 test chambers before this one to make the energy ball redirection training more gradual.
People are, not dumb, but I mean, like, when you have an idea in your head and you know how it works, you know, you're gonna be stuck trying to figure that out forever. Okay, I was worried it was gonna get me.
We previously talked about how we handle static portal collision, but collision with moving objects on the other side of a portal is a completely different and equally hard problem. Walking onto this scaffold was a very iffy proposition for the first few months of development. We solved the problem of colliding with these dynamic objects by cloning the objects from one portal to the other and strictly controlling what objects are allowed to collide with each other and how they're allowed to collide.
Very impressive. Please note that any appearance of danger is merely a device to enhance your testing experience.
Love it. Well, have you played the game, Jordan? Yeah, I think by this point everybody's played, like, a lot of people played this game because it came out forever ago, like over 10 years ago. This is almost a 15-year-old game now, isn't it?
The
Approaching.
Center regrets to inform you that this next test is impossible. Make no attempt to solve it.
Well, you're missing out because it's a funny and good game. Sorry, I'm spoiling every puzzle, but it's actually quite easy. Look, there's the boy. He's really odd to get. I think you have to, like, I forget how you get him. You gotta do one of those things.
Apologizes for this clearly broken test chamber.
You have to, like, grab it on the way down when you're falling or something like that.
For the first few months of development, we rendered the views through portals to 2 off-screen textures. This approach was easy to implement and was compatible with a wide range of graphics hardware.
Yep.
Unfortunately, this method is incompatible with anti-aliasing.
Ah. Shut up, lady. Jeez.
Its most sincere apologies on the occasion of this unsolvable test
Because of these
environment.
disadvantages, we switched to a system which renders portal views recursively into the frame buffer with the aid of the stencil buffer to isolate pixels corresponding to a given portal. This is a more effective scheme because it is compatible with anti-aliasing and does not consume any additional video memory for off-screen textures.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
You remain resolute and resourceful in an atmosphere of extreme pessimism.
Jokes are still good. Portal 2 is almost 10 years old. Yeah. Oh wait, 2011. Close. It's getting close. It's getting close.
Hello again. To reiterate, previous warning. Momentum. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
I love when they introduced momentum. It was probably like the biggest like mind blown, like, oh my god, my momentum is preserved for 2 portals. What the fuck?
Portal momentum ended up being the hardest concept to convey. For this series of puzzles, which went through more design iterations than virtually any other part of the game, we introduced the idea of redirecting your momentum using portals slowly, step by step. We even have the AI voice pretty explicitly explain the elements of the puzzle, something we avoided throughout most of the rest of the game.
It's because it's like too heady of a concept, you know?
Using gravity to fall into one portal so that you come rocketing out the other portal, a skill we call flinging, was another difficult concept to train. We designed a specific visual cue, a pushed-out concrete block with checkerboard tile above a pit, to indicate to players that it's time to use the fling maneuver. Repeated several times, this cue helps players associate pushed-out concrete slabs with flinging, in much the same way that players learn to associate cubes with buttons.
Jordai, how come you know that quote? Thought you hadn't played this game.
Spectacular. You appear to understand how a portal affects forward momentum, or to be more precise, how it does not.
Look at this sneaky little devil. How do I grab that that little sneaky business there? You gotta be careful. Oops, missed. How do I get you, commentary? This panel is checkered. They were not talking about that. They were talking about that. Okay, little guy. It's gonna be tricky. I'll put it lower. Lower might work. Yeah. You can pretty much touch it from here. Come on.
Originally,
yeah.
These exit portal surfaces were static geometry, and the
I accidentally did the fling.
final position. The playtesters stubbornly refused to look up to find them. This is another example of a classic game design problem of coaxing players to look up. By putting the portals on moving pistons, we were able to start them in a position that players were more likely to see.
I didn't mean to fling myself so expertly. Pie. Pie. I also like that they mark it with 1 pip, 2 pip, 3 pip is up there. Like, those are really good visual indicators. It's clever. Ooh. I also think they did a good job not making it too nauseating when you have to flip upside down. Yeah, it's not, it's the internet's fault that the cake is a lie joke got out of hand. Because it was a good joke. It just got completely beaten to death, and it's still a pretty okay joke. If you just kind of, like, distance yourself from the cultural annoyance of constantly hearing it.
provide a safe testing environment. In dangerous testing environments, the Enrichment Center promises to always provide useful advice. For instance, the floor here will kill you. Try to avoid it.
It's still written great, by the way. Oh.
We found that rather than looking into portals to see where it went, playtesters would often leap blindly to their doom. In response to this observation, the moral of this puzzle is look before you leap. The safe orange portal is out of the player's view from this balcony. That forces them to peer through a portal to see it, which trains players in their remote viewing capabilities of portals.
Boop.
Originally, a weighted button was used to open the far door, but playtesters so strongly associated boxes with buttons that they'd get stuck searching hopelessly for a box.
Oh no.
We changed the big button to a pedestal-mounted push button, thus removing the box association. But playtesters still had trouble realizing they needed to shoot a portal through the door. Adding a ticking timer sound when the door was open cued players that the puzzle expected them to act during that time, which solved the problem.
There you go. And the door's up there. I just gotta wait. Thank you. Oh. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay, gotta wait just a little bit. Oh, it just flew out at a weird angle. I need to be more patient. Ugh. Oh, weird. I'm being stupid. It's this one. I'm being really stupid and looking at how the... Goofy. It has to be when this one's there. Don't make fun of me in advance. I got distracted by my phone. There was like a work text and I was just eyeing it over there, pretending to play a video game here. Alright, this is my time to shine. And this one gets booped. There. Took me long enough. Sheesh. I know, right? I love the anticipation, like, oh my god, I'm gonna get the orange portal. And the music kind of swells a little. The music is not swelling. I imagined it did.
The device has been modified so that it can now manufacture 2 linked portals at once. As part of an optional test protocol, we are pleased to present an amusing fact. The device is now more valuable than the organs and combined incomes of everyone in
Subject hometown here.
This room is designed to build anticipation for the big
Hey,
moment when
like I
players
said.
finally get the fully powered portal gun. The puzzle path brings you in a circle around the device, so that it's virtually always in sight, right up until you grab it.
It's a good room. There you are, you little bastard. Ugh, I gotta wait for the freaking... the thing to come back. Come back thing. Heh. While I'm taking my little journey, I can see what's going on at work. Ooh, that's broken. Great. Every time I get a work text is because something broke. I'm just like, great. That is weird. That is something that should not break. It's the last thing in the world that should have broke, but okay.
Player training doesn't always stick, especially after the introduction of a big new concept. After they had acquired the fully powered portal device, playtesters often forgot about the fling maneuver. Since it's such an important skill, this puzzle is designed to reintroduce the idea of flinging.
I didn't know that her audio was timed. I thought it would be triggered by walking to a certain point. Bam. This is how we do it. This is how we fling stuff. Introducing the 45-degree angle fling. Oops. That's not good enough, is it? Oh, it is. Okay. Whoop. Still funny. Critical thinking, your forte. Oh, my boss said that she broke that when we moved that item to that room. Cool. Well, you nailed it, boss. Well, I remember doing this room on the challenge maps.
This next test could take a very, very long time. If you become lightheaded from thirst, feel free to pass out. An intubation associate will be dispatched to revive you with peptic salve and adrenaline.
This room, I tried so hard to do the least amount of portals challenge or least amount of steps challenge in this room. It's quite hard.
When we moved from largely placeholder art to our final visual design, this was the first level of the facelift. We chose this map because it had many of our gameplay elements integrated into a relatively small space. The test chamber art direction was designed to make everything appear purposefully placed. The simple design helps focus players on the puzzles. It also provides a nice contrast to the later, much less sterile behind-the-scenes environments, which contributes to a clear sense of progression.
So here's the tip. You gotta keep this orange portal in here because you're gonna want to steal this cube like immediately. This way you have so many extra cubes to play with. Bye. So much space for activities. I made it.
This is the first map in which we experimented with solving the puzzle in as few portal placements as possible. We tried to fit that concept into the story mode, but were never quite able to sell it. Instead of abandoning the idea altogether, we added the concept to a series of post-game challenge maps.
Oh, I missed. I missed. It's easier to see when I'm facing it. There you go. Where is the... Oh, he's up here. Put you in there. Haha, now I'll never get you.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
You bet.
As part of a previously mentioned required test protocol, we can no longer lie to you. When the testing is over, you will be missed.
Aw, that means she'll actually miss me.
A problem we came across with virtually any puzzle involving boxes and doors was that the players could portal the boxes to the other side of the door, thereby trapping themselves in a room with buttons but no boxes. We set up special triggers to detect and handle these cases, and then added the box delivery tubes to ensure players could always be supplied with the required tools.
That is a good idea. Yeah. I love the movie Cube, by the way. All the Cube movies are the dumbest shit you will ever see. They're great. They're great. Oh, I mean, you can. There's clips and stuff. Like, if you ever see a speedrun of this game, whoa, it'll melt your brain. There's some wacky clips in this. Oh, the first one was dumb, too. All the Cube movies are dumb. They got progressively dumber, but the first one was also pretty dumb. Ah! I thought she wasn't gonna talk.
Discover a way to bypass chunks of the puzzle too easily. But in this and a few other cases where skipping ahead arguably takes more skill than solving the puzzle properly, we let the ninja solution stand.
But yeah, this is the ninja solution. That's the ninja solution. You don't have to do any of the puzzle. I did that the first fucking try. Let's actually do the puzzle though.
This is a great spot to appreciate the recursive nature of portals. If you place a portal on each side of this hallway, you'll notice the portals seem to go on forever, similar to the effect you get in a Hall of Mirrors. In actuality, we support a maximum of 9 recursive portal views down any chain of portals. We achieve the impression of infinite recursion by copying part of the previously rendered frame onto the final portal in the recursive chain. It's not perfect, but it's inexpensive and effective.
And it works. I'm probably gonna fuck up this jump, however. If I know me. Hey, good for me. Good for me.
We designed this room to draw the player's eyes to the box. The light from the observation room casts horizontal shadows that point at the box, which is directly lit by a warm light from the ceiling. This warm light helps the box stand out against the predominantly cool test chamber lighting. The varying size squares of the off-limit surface also help direct the player's attention upward.
Wow. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, barf. Let me out. Fine, I'll put it on a freaking wall. Fine. Where is... Oh. Oh, you'd have to fling yourself to get it. Okay. Illegal. Learn to use portals, you fool. Alright, right. Don't kill myself.
Very, very good. A complimentary victory lift has been activated in the main chamber.
Victory lift. Away! I deserved that victory lift.
The Enrichment Center is committed to the well-being of all participants. Cake and brief counseling will be available at the conclusion of the test. Thank you for helping us help you help us all. Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
That's the cake joke. That's the first instance of it.
This particular section went through several iterations because it's the first place where players are required to perform possibly the trickiest portal maneuver, the double fling. Originally, the room also featured an energy ball redirection puzzle. Combined with a new double fling skill, however, it proved to be too much for most playtesters. Overwhelmed players tend to not digest new information, so we simplified the puzzle to require only the double fling. To nudge players in the right direction, we also included visual hints, such as the previously introduced single fling theme, the pushed-out concrete slab with a checkerboard landing zone.
Landing zone. That's what I keep telling Chip when he gets frustrated at Baba's You. I'm like, hey, if you're getting frustrated, you're not learning. You're not gonna learn. Oh, it's overused, but I think it only gets used twice in the game. Let's count. Let's actually count.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
But yeah, that was the first one. I'm gonna wait.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Gonna wait and see if she talks. Okay.
This puzzle requires players to redirect an energy ball through multiple portal placements. The multiple steps cause many early playtesters to panic and accidentally redirect a ball right into themselves, with deadly results. We redesigned the test chamber so that portals can only be placed in the top half of the room, which solved the problem by generally leaving players out of the ball's reach.
That's a really good idea. Yeah, I remember when I first came upon this room, I was like, Jesus fuck, what? Yeah, this bamboozled me the first time I saw it, and now it's like, oh, duh. Victory lift. Huh. Oh, I remember this one being a little tricky.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
We noticed through our playtest that many of our players weren't aware of the fact that you could place portals while falling. Since placing portals as you are falling is essential to accomplishing flings and many other portal tricks, we implemented this puzzle so that the only way to solve it was to use the mid-air placement tactic. It took numerous iterations and lots of tuning before this consistently played well.
And it's like, perfect. I don't think I can chuck it. Let me... I hurted myself, I guess. My vision went red. I guess it means I hurt myself. Oh boy. Oh, I missed. Oh, heck. Nah, you don't have like a life bar or anything. There you go. A little fudgy there, but we did it. It's fine. I think there's actually a way to sneak your dumb butt through this hallway, but it's really stupid. I also like leaned my head away from the mic to look around the corner like a total genius. I've been playing too much VR games. Oh man. Alright, so gonna get my dumb booty over there. I forget how. More flinging is the answer. I like orange up there. Hello.
Perhaps the most important purpose of this final test chamber is to cement the double fling maneuver training. For previous flings, we employed a visual cue, a pushed out section of a wall. In preparation for the more freeform behind the scenes levels, however, we take the training wheels off. To proceed, players must realize they can double fling almost anywhere they want to, with or without hints.
Learn, you fools, learn! I always do this one wrong. I always do the angle wrong first. Whoop. No change there. When will I learn? There we go. Oh. Oh! Dang it. I donked it. Is that good enough? No, not quite. Oh dear. How about here? How about that one? How you feeling about that? It's good. It's fine. I tapped the edge there with my little feeties. Mm-hmm. Come back. I'm ready. Too ready. Let me on. Forgot it goes backwards. Oops. Oh, tragique. Très tragique. Oh well. I was being a doofus. Whoa, hey, that was weird. I gotta wait for the thing to come out, okay. There we go. Oh, you want another death scene? Well, here you go. Those auto-kill you.
In this puzzle, we wanted players to realize that using portals, they can travel long distances in a short step. Originally, we had stairs from the ground level to the upper rooms. Many playtesters, however, were able to run from one room to the other quickly enough to consider it a solution, without ever thinking to use the even easier portal method. By changing the stairs to very slow-moving lefts, we were able to level the travel time for all player experience levels, thus making the intended solution more clear.
Puzzles.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
I remember this.
Did you know you can donate one or all of your vital organs to the Aperture Science of
It's
the
true.
for Girls? It's true.
The way you get that one is you have to fling yourself up there, I think. Which is rude. Real rude. Nah, Chell doesn't have any personality to speak of. Her personality is somewhat more implied in Portal 2, but she doesn't like talk or anything, so... But yeah, you can get locked in, I think. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, there's only some implied personality through her rebellious actions, I guess. But that's it. Yep, same with Gordon, like, you know, like people call other characters imply his so-called personality, but he doesn't have one.
Due to mandatory scheduled maintenance, the appropriate chamber for this testing sequence is currently unavailable. It has been replaced with a live fire course designed for military androids. The Enrichment Center apologizes for the inconvenience and wishes you the best of luck. Vital testing apparatus destroyed. There you are.
Calm down.
For Portal, we wanted to create a turret that was different from the traditional Half-Life 2 turrets. The Half-Life 2 turrets are nothing more than mindless mounted guns. In Portal, we wanted the turrets to have personality, to be characters. The first step was a redesign of the look. Once we had the look of the new turrets, they seemed less like menacing machine guns and more like cute robots. And robots can never really be cute until they are talking robots. So the next step was creating the vocal characteristics of the turrets. Working with Ellen McLean, we settled on an innocent-sounding voice with dialogue to match. This juxtaposition of killing machine and innocent, non-aggressive personality ends up making the Portal turret a memorable character.
And you know what? I still love them. I still love you, turret.
Hey. Target lost.
Ouch.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
BB-8 would be cuter if he talked, in my opinion.
Even though we didn't want Portal to be too combat heavy, we wanted to add at least a light combat mechanic. After a few less than successful attempts to actually realize this light combat concept, we settled on turrets as a good compromise. The turrets can be defeated with tricky portal maneuvers, but they're also susceptible to a more straightforward berserker approach.
She talks like she's 8. I like when they say, "I don't blame you." It's like super cute.
There you are. Are you still?
Oh, that was weird.
Sleep mode activated.
Here's a fun thing to do.
I don't blame you.
I don't blame you. I'm little. Beep boop.
Ah, now here's the intrigue. Go through this whole game to this point until something interesting happens. It's like, huh, what the? You don't even have to, like, crouch before this point.
Even though Portal tells a simple story, we created a lot of backstory. For Aperture Science, for its employees, for its rivalry with the hated Black Mesa, and for where all of this fits into the cosmology of Half-Life. This first Portal game doesn't reveal all of it, but we crammed a lot of little details into the environments. This area, for instance, called the Ratman Den, hints that there may be other people trapped in the facility.
Yep, this is the second cake reference. I count this whole room as one reference to cake. FYI. I think the Ratman got his own comic, if I'm not mistaken. Surviving on beans cooked over a hot processor, or whatever that is. Here's his poop bucket, I assume. I'm gonna knock some androids over with this little poop bucket. Calm down. Let's see if I can get him with the bucket. Probably not. Hey, bucket it! Got ya, dumbass. Wow, you don't know about Black Mesa and Aperture's relationship either, huh? Wow, that's just interesting. You're missing out on like some really great like video game story stuff. Ah. Ah, I should not have done that. That was a foolish thing for me to do. Whoop, whoop. There you go. I'm fine. It's fine. Oh. Oh. No, Black Mesa had a competitor. The competitor's Aperture Science. They also wanted them nice fat government contracts, but Black Mesa was getting all of them basically. Thanks for clipping the bucket of poop. Oh, let me think here. I'll just go this way.
Hey, it's me! Don't shoot! Ah.
Stop shooting! Oh, they're so cute, I can't deal. Get in there. Not quite. There you go. Ah, not quite. That's okay. There you go, there you go, there you go. Got the little devil. Hello. I'll just steal you. let me recover. And then I'll steal you. Stolen! Got you. Aw. I like stealing them. Boop. Isn't it great destroying all these little cuties? They're the best. I love them. I love them so much. There's a turret behind this door too that shoots you. So, be careful. Oop. Still in his line of sight. There you go. I don't blame you. Who are you? I forgot about that one. Yeah, I know. Subtitles don't match. I don't care. Who are you? I like that on the bottom side of them. They have a worn out Aperture Science logo on the bottom. Yep, carry it through the grid. Yep. This is the sad part.
Well done, Android. The Enrichment Center once again reminds you that Android Hell is a real place where you will be sent at the first sign of defiance.
Okay, get the tissues ready because this is sad. Oh, baby, no. Baby. They're so cute. I love them.
Yeah.
What a game, everybody. Well, it's time to meet our companion.
The vital apparatus vent will deliver a weighted companion cube in 3, 2, 1.
This is also like, I remember the commentary on this one saying like, we didn't expect this joke to like hit people. We weren't even thinking this would be a popular joke. It was just a one-off joke and it became this meme. The cute little companion cube.
This weighted companion cube will accompany you through the test chamber. Please take care of it.
We designed this hall so that players had to use a box as a shield, but many playtesters read it as an avoid the energy ball timing.
The symptoms most commonly produced by enrichment center testing are superstition, perceiving inanimate objects as alive, and hallucination.
Playtesters win from
The enrichment center reminds you that the weighted companion cube will never threaten to stab you and, in fact,
we hadn't
cannot
seen at the
speak.
end of the level where the players are forced to kill the box.
Sorry. Wish you could like delay GLaDOS' stuff. Oh. What have I done? What have I done? Okay. Okay. This is the safer way to do this. Okay, there we go. Safe at last. Safe at last. You don't gotta tell me, Whack. You don't gotta tell me. I know how to play Portal.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
It involves destroying cameras mostly.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
It's wedged underneath there. Hey,
I know that I was told that, you know, sort of the idea of Valve is that everything is planned. Everything is worked out in advance. But that's a big fat lie. Because the initial idea is started, and they bring an actor into the studio and they say, you know, say these words for us. Say this computer-generated voice for us. Okay, I'll do that. Well, then that gives the creators other ideas. And it's a rolling process. You roll from one idea into the next idea.
She's got such a soothing voice, Ellen McLean. Loving on that companion cube. No cake jokes in here, I don't think. For what it's worth. Everyone loves Cube. Right. Gotta do a scary bounce in here. Okay, how about here? Okay, about here. Yay! Alright, part one. Alright, I gotta use the cube to step up here, don't I? Or maybe I can... No, these aren't strong enough to be weighted down to get... to weigh down buttons. Nope, too light. But they helped me jump. Whoa, I got really short there for a second. That was weird. Hey, come on, little guy. I did it effortlessly the first time. Okay, so. There we go. Now we just gotta wait. That's not the one, isn't it? I gotta get it from the hallway earlier, don't I? Yeah, that's the... whatchamacallit. My bad. Actually, it goes there.
The Enrichment Center reminds you that the weighted companion cube cannot speak. In the event that the weighted companion cube does speak, the Enrichment Center urges you to disregard its advice.
Okay. Now I think it's right. Unless I did it goofy. Maybe I did it goofy. That looks like the hallway. Oh, I do have to use the other one because that one won't send out anymore. Probably. Yeah, I think this one is done sending those. Yeah, you gotta use the other one. Obviously. I'll just walk. I'll just walk. Don't worry, I'll just walk. I don't need to race that anywhere. It's cool. Please don't kill me. Okay. Ninja solution. Oh jeez. Why? Where? How? Yeah, I'm pretty pro for using the camera to get up there. That's my little secret sauce. My little cool method that I invented. It bounced off the cube. Yikes. Boosh. I forgot my fucking cube. Of course. You're supposed to bounce it between the doors and then transfer the cube? Nah. I'm a perfectly fine body. I can bring it with me. And I don't need it for that second button, but I do need to bring it with me places. I always found it difficult to jump with the cube between these. I would always jump a little too soon. It's because I was a little bit of a newbie at PC platforming stuff.
You did it. The weighted companion cube certainly brought you good luck. However, it will accompany you for the rest of the test and, unfortunately, must be euthanized. Please escort your companion cube to the Aperture Science Emergency Intelligence Incinerator.
The awful end of the companion cube serves a dual purpose. It adds a lot more sinister character to our already pretty sinister AI, while simultaneously training the player to use the incinerator, a key component of the final level. The training has a nice dramatic payoff, since players later get to
Rest assured that an independent panel of ethicists has absolved the Enrichment Center, Aperture Science employees, and all test subjects of any moral responsibility for the companion cube euthanizing process.
Oh, it's time too. You can also, you know, kill yourself in this as well, but it's not very interesting. Lost my chance.
While it has been a faithful companion, your companion cube cannot accompany you through the rest of the test. If it could talk, and the Enrichment Center takes this opportunity to remind you that it cannot, it would tell you to go on without it because it would rather die in a fire than become a burden to you.
All of her lines for this are great, but they go on for quite a while, I think. Oi.
You euthanized your faithful companion cube more quickly than any test subject on record. Congratulations.
No matter how long you take, it says that you were the fastest person to do it. It's fucking funny. So we only had 2 cake jokes so far. 2.
The experiment is nearing its conclusion. The Enrichment Center is required to remind you
3.
that you will be baked, and then there will be cake.
Creating the AI voice was a multi-step process. First, we ran every line of dialogue through an automatic text-to-speech program. In the studio, we cued the actress who plays Gladys, Ellen McLean, with the computer-generated sound file. She'd mimic it, and then over the course of several takes, adjust her performance to clean up any words that were unintelligible in the computer version. For instance, here's a line as Ellen delivered it.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
Once the recording was done, we processed all the dialogue to give it an extra computery edge. Here's that same line as it appears in the game, with the pitch constrained, pitch modulation suppressed, and the formant moved up.
Perfect. Please move quickly to the chamber lock, as the effects of prolonged exposure to the button are not part of this test.
So neat. Alright, a little glimpse of the backstage stuff here. 4 counting the warning panels? Yeah, sure, 4.
As an actor, you come in, you do what you're told, you want to make your money, and sometimes you get good direction, and sometimes you don't get good direction. But it doesn't matter, and you certainly don't tell the production team any of this. But you come in, and they'll give you a lame line reading, and you're supposed to find some emotional value in that. But this is not what this team did. They would come in, for example, explosively indignant. That's a wonderful direction for an actor. So, I must say that the production team won me over, because so often I get bogus direction, but this time I was actually directed and had fun at all the sessions.
Oh. They kind of cut her off there. That door doesn't work, obviously. I mean, I've tried it in the past and it hasn't worked. Fan art from Wegwart. Do. Is it display capture? No, it's not. It's window capture, but I have to tell it to grab the window. And into the grill with you, little baby, who I love. Thanks, Wegwart. That's so funny. It's me. Well, good night, Jordi. You should play this game. It's good. It's better when developers aren't talking over it. First time viewer. I'm doing the commentary because I'm presuming everybody watching this has probably played Portal already. But thanks for watching. Ooh, don't overshoot it. Oh, this room. This room. What was I trying to do in this room once? It was like a very stupid challenge in this room. Like, I just couldn't get a grip on it. Oh man, this freaking thing is so mean. I know, right? God. Don't spoil it or anything. But I gotta figure out where these things are going. Oh, right. It moves. Let's see if this one works. Yes. Okay. Oh! Critical error? No shit. Whoa. Whoa, that was weird. Fucking yikes. Damn. Serious. Okay, that should get that guy. Yep. The game almost crashed, yes. It was very close to crashing. Okay, there you go. Okay. Oh, it missed! Can you see that? It missed! Fucking bullshit. Damn, why did it miss? That looks pretty spot on. Yeah, there you go, okay. It's safe in there. Ooh, game. You hate this room. You hate this room, game, I understand. Okay, at least it's a bit safer in here now. Ooh. Alright, you gotta bounce the doodly-doo in there. Ooh, jeez. God, missed it. Okay, well. Let's try that again. There you go. That makes that move. Cool. All right. On our way. All right, there's a flingy point down there. Right. Yeah, that's
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
that's hard. There you go. Not too bad. It's kind of hard to like wrap your head around for a moment. Hup. Let's safely bring this baby across. So safe. So safe. Super duper safe. Okay. What do I even need this thing for? Must be a button in the other room. Oh, which means I have to be over there to open the thingy. Womp womp. Come on back. I bet it's inside of the thing there. The radio. Okay. Boop. 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 There you go. Slam that in there. There we go. Oh, and then there's the big long flings that we have to do here, the uppy downy flings.
Vital testing apparatus destroyed.
Big uppy downy flings. This one's hard because you gotta keep track of which one you're shooting. Okay, I gotta shoot the orange one next. Whoops, I whiffed it. There we go. Okay, now the blue. Gotta get my bearings. There it is. Oops. That wasn't it. I didn't go up high enough for that to be it. There it is. Now the orange. Ooh. Camera. As far as no commentary over here. Did I get that? Ooh, okay. It's orange now, right? Yeah, that's 3. Okay. 3, yeah. Okay, orange. Okay, blue, but facing where?
Well done.
Whew.
Be advised that the next test requires exposure to uninsulated electrical parts that may be dangerous under certain conditions. For more information, please attend an Enrichment Center electrical safety seminar.
I'm surprised there wasn't a commentary note for that. Maybe there was one at the very bottom, but I ain't going all the way back down there and doing that again. That sucks. It's a video game. It's a video game. It doesn't matter. Also, portals don't exist. Can you believe it? What the? What? The end.
Welcome to the final test. When you are done, you will drop the device in the Equipment Recovery Annex. Enrichment Center regulations require both hands to be empty before any cake.
Okay, 5 jokes. I'd say it's like the one big joke of this game. I could have swore there was like a whatever. Aw, beans. Whoa. Mistakes. Mistakes. This is what you gotta do. Do it there.
We use these moving platforms to add time pressure to puzzles.
Oh, let's
A
wait.
sequence of simple decisions feels much more climactic under time pressure, in contrast to most puzzles in Portal, which can be solved at the player's leisure. Puzzles that aren't time-bound can be more complex, but at the expense of being less dramatic.
I think we're gonna have to wait a while. Well, I'm stranded now. Yep. There it is. Hi. Just had to wait a while. Alright. Go ahead, little guy. See you on the other side. Hello, there you are on the other side. Oops. Just to be safe, let's put that one up there too. Nothing bad is gonna happen to us.
Sometimes little details make a huge difference. For instance, we had to add the left side to this wall to give players a visual representation of how thick it is. Without it, playtesters frequently thought that the hall had just gotten impossibly narrower, panicked,
whoops,
and stopped making rational decisions.
Did not mean to do that. That was a silly Billy move of mine. I was trying to stay on like the far edge of the platform because I didn't want that guy to still be talking when she starts here. So whoops.
All Aperture technologies remain safely operational up to 4,000 degrees Kelvin. Rest assured that there is absolutely no chance of a dangerous equipment malfunction prior to your victory candescence.
Victory candescence.
Thank you for participating in this Aperture Science computer-aided enrichment activity.
Before the player escapes the fire pit, the AI dialogue is all delivered in the computerized monotone. After the escape, however, Gladys gets progressively more expressive until, by the end, she's cycling through a whole mess of emotions. The role required an actor capable of mimicking the computer-generated voice while still infusing it with some real character. Since we planned to end the game with a song, she also needed to have a good singing voice. The woman we ended up casting, Ellen McLean, is a great mimic, a terrific actor, and a classically trained operatic soprano, so that worked out pretty good.
We are very, very happy for your success. We are throwing a party in honor of your tremendous success. Place the device on the ground, then lie on your stomach with your arms at your sides. A party associate will arrive shortly to collect you for your party. Make no further attempt to leave the testing area. Assume the party escort submission position or you will miss the party.
I got it. Oops. I don't know where this one's signal would be. Oi. Love this place. The factory area. Ugh, okay, it's too annoying. I want to hear the commentary. I don't want to hear that doofy song.
In these new areas, we weren't using the surfaces the player is familiar with. The rules for which new surfaces portals can be placed on, and which surfaces are off limits, needed to be taught. So, we created this area both to show the player they've escaped into the guts of the facility, and to retrain them in which surfaces are valid for portal placement.
Mm-hmm. And here is some Black Mesa related goofiness, if I remember correctly. Yep. It's talking about GLaDOS, and it's also like talking about Black Mesa. Black Mesa personnel overpaid given limited skill sets / ambition. Competing with Black Mesa for DoD and government-wide acquisition contracts. It's like such a perfect PowerPoint. So I think the implication, the lore, is that this is happening simultaneously of all the bad shit that's going down in Half-Life. Like, all the bad shit. Oh yeah, I did not look at the cat. I assume it's very nice. All cats are nice. Aw, he's cute. Watching my stream like a good baby. But yeah, basically, right. This is contemporaneous with Half-Life 1 and all the bad shit going down in Half-Life 1. Oh, girl cat, my bad. She good baby. So pointless. Opening that door. I forget whose cats are what. Look at that. Just break the fucking window. Psh! Is it pointless? Is there something out here or nothing out here? Nothing or something? I think this is all just an aside. Door. Whoops, 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 huh? Where the heck? Alright, there we go. Oh, there's the other reference. So we're up to 6, I think. That's 6? If I'm not mistaken. Whee! Goodbye. Cube.
Okay, the test is over now.
Okay.
You win. Go back to the recovery annex for your cake.
Okay.
It was a fun test, and we're all impressed at how much you won. The test is over. Come back.
That's another cake. 7.
After players escape, we let them solve an old chamber in a new way. This reintroduction of a familiar space, which can now be solved in an incorrect way, helps convey the sense that players are cheating the system while forging their own path through the facility.
The power! There's still some left though. Yeah, okay, the cake joke happens a couple of times, but it's still pretty fucking funny. I like this introduction of you have to squat to get through there. That's neat. There I am. Yeah, it's the internet that ruined it. Not the game, the internet. Whee! Pistons. Oh, right. Ah. Come on. Oh, I have to go around. Poo. There we go. There we go. Okie dokie. Where are we at? Loading. You already said that.
One bizarre fact of game design is that without some serious prompting, players will rarely look up. In this case, the prompt is a ladder. Most players will investigate where the ladder goes, which is up. The ladder actually falls apart as soon as it's touched, but by then it served its purpose.
It's the one time it drew its attention. Like, it forced my shit to go up there. My shit. Ooh, I landed on this ledge. A treat. A rare treat. I feel like it's just the same joke that they repeated a couple times. Because it's the same, like, literally the same texture, so I don't think these count as, like, individual, like, separate jokes. A little foggy on the end bits of this game, but I'll figure it out. Oh, right. That one goes all the way up. Cake is like Machina Ding. That one does go all the way down, though. All of them go all the way down. There's no, fling point. Don't spoil it or anything, I'm just thinking out loud. This door don't go nowhere. For sure. Yep, I was one of those schmucks that was stumped by that button, truth be told. That was me. Those two go all the way up, but why do I care about that? Maybe I don't care about that. What if that? What if that? I think it's just to get a vantage point so you can portal over there. I'm like overthinking it. Okay, it's blue. I got a shooter orange. There you go. Squish.
We designed the post-escape levels to give players brief glimpses of the inner workings of the Enrichment Center. This particular area exposes part of the storage cube distribution system. These little vignettes help make this section of the game visually distinct from the testing chambers, while reinforcing the idea that players are now behind the scenes.
So good. So good. Love it. Goodbye. No way. That was great.
Through playtesting, we discovered that fatigue set in if we didn't break up the more complicated, deliberately paced puzzles with problems that required the player to perform a much simpler task under time pressure. These pistons proved to be a good foundation for that simpler type of puzzle. Because they feature a moving surface, they also gave us an opportunity to employ some unusual portal transitions, such as ceiling to ceiling.
That was great.
During development, we'd often run across some piece of level design that would break the portal system. For instance, the ceiling to ceiling transition was an unexpected edge case that ended up requiring a lot of effort to make work. We tried never to take the easy route of simply changing the level design to work with existing portal technology. We knew that once the game was out in the wild, custom map creators would stress the system in ways we hadn't even considered, so we made it as flexible as possible.
Ow. Goodbye. No way. Maybe I squished myself with myself, man. You ever consider that? Whoop, okay. There we go. Goodbye. Okay, I'm up a little higher. What we got, what we got. Some of that right there. Over a little more so I can land on the piston. Kaboing. Why are you talking about Tifa's titties? Got questions? Oh, game! There we go. You did it, game. Do these kill you, or do they just like are in your way? They're just in your way. Oh. Got in my way there. There it goes. Okay. That's what I wanted. Ooh. Whoa. Not my intention. Okay. Oh, are we almost at the big turret room? I love that giant turret room. And laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy. And laugh, and laugh, and laugh. Oh boy. Hey Mooney, what's up? The Ratman Den.
In the sound booth, you're only connected to the production team by an intercom, and they can talk about you, and you don't know what they're saying, but you trust that they're being kind. And you know, they'll push a button and then they'll say something to me. They'll say a direction. No, that wasn't right. Do it again. Give us 3 more reads. And a lot of times what happens is they would play the computer generated sound for me on one line, and then I'm supposed to recreate that 3 times with the director saying, okay, well, you know, more sarcastic or more angry or more irritated. So you stand in the booth hour after hour after hour. They're always very nice. They let you have water in here and maybe a pencil to take a few notes. And of course you want it to be interesting because you want them to hire you again.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Also, I'm going to take a little bio break. I think that's what the cool streamers call it. It means I have to pee. Be right back. I was thinking, do you think Chell is short for Michelle? What if that? Not a trap at all.
As the end of the game draws closer, we increase the ratio of time-pressured puzzles, like this turret ambush, to give the players the sense that they're approaching a climactic encounter.
There you are. Please put me down.
Whoops. That was my bad.
Target lost. Searching.
Ah, I got shot from behind. Goofy. So for chillax. The real way to do this.
Puzzles, like this turret ambush, to give the players the sense that they're approaching a climactic encounter.
Searching.
Oops.
No hard feelings.
Very graceful. Doing this the most graceful way. Junk. Junk.
An important design goal of these post-escape levels was to give players the sense that they're running wild inside the guts of the facility. With that in mind, we added plenty of nooks and crannies for players to crawl into or place portals through. This ended up being a tricky lighting challenge, as the areas needed to be bright enough to navigate while still being dim enough to feel like obscure, disused sections of the building.
There we go. Ooh. Took me a little while to find that spot there. I love this little guy. His malfunctioning.
Are you still there?
It's malfunctioning. I love how wiggly his cords are. I don't think they're usually that wiggly.
Please put me down. Searching. Who are you? Are you still there?
Whoa. Is that me? Didn't even know I could pick these up. Oh no, I can't pick him up anymore. Whoops. Anyway, where am I going? I don't know. Oh, this way. No, wait, I came from here. Came from here, I zapped up there. Right. Shush. Yeah, I'm tripping over these dudes. Damn. Out of my flippin' way, y'all. Oh, thought maybe I could zap through there. My bad. I will find it eventually. Definitely came from there already. Oh, there's stuff up there though. That's the place. Whoop. Is this the room that I love? Yeah. Not yet. A little bit later. A little bit later. There we go.
This is your fault. It didn't have to be like this. I'm not kidding now. Turn back or I will kill you. I'm going to kill you, and all the cake is gone. You don't even care, do you? This is your last chance.
Are you done? I forgot I could turn that shit on and off.
Sarcasm. GLaDOS is sarcastic a lot. And that's so much fun. But while I was trying to do this, trying to build an all these emotions,
SpongeBob.
I still had to maintain the computer sound and maintain the pronunciation of repeated phrases. You know, aperture science and the enrichment center.
She didn't even say it right there. So I was like, the enrichment center. Like, it's always down on the last bit. All right, missiles. Beep, boop, boop, beep.
These rocket sentries originally fired lasers. We switched from lasers to rockets after we introduced the glass breaking mechanic, mainly because glass shattering in a massive rocket explosion turned out to be a lot more satisfying than glass just slowly being melted by a laser.
It's true.
Originally, they also spoke, just like the bullet turrets. Because players often redirect the rockets with their backs to the turret, however, a distinct, uncluttered sound cue was required. The voice simply added too much noise to the rocket redirect mechanic.
Haha! Can't get me now! So cool. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. So cool. There you go. Don't need it no more.
Gives players a chance. Breaking this tube gives players a chance to test out their newly trained rocket redirecting and glass breaking skills in a slightly different context, which helps cement the training.
And that's gonna be useful for the boss coming soon. Ugh. So slow in these vents. Sewer level. Portal right into a load screen. You can use chairs to get up there too. That makes sense. I believe it. I can't believe it maintains the portals across the load area. That's pretty wild when you think about it. Sploosh. This is the room that I've been waiting for. My favorite room. Hey. I just love it. I bet if I go here I can get that other guy across the way. Oh no, there's a... Oh, I can. Oh yeah, this is not bad in a no-kill run for the turrets. Instead of dunking them off the side. I like dunking them off the side a lot though, it's really funny. Dunk! I will. Down there. To hell. Okay, I think I might have gotten everybody. Looks good. Looks clear.
This massive turret ambush was originally a lot more massive, with turrets that dropped from the ceiling and popped out of surprise hatches. In fact, for a while, It was the game's climactic battle.
It's not great.
Through playtesting, we learned that this type of pure combat experience didn't really fit with the preceding few hours of player training. Over several iterations, we toned down the combat and made the room more about using portal momentum to fling yourself great distances, a skill that playtesters really enjoyed using, and that's a key component of what eventually became our final battle.
Ah, that one, okay. I keep missing it. That's the problem. Okay. Whoop. Whoop. Alright, there's that. That's how you deal with that. Alright, you gotta fling up here too. Righty, righty. Righty, righty. Fucking nailed it. I gotta walk all the way back here. I really need to shoot the portal before I get this close to the ground. Because it aims me toward it. Not very well. My legs are unbreakable. The playtesters complained about it. Oh, how did I do that? Nice job, me.
Originally, these catwalks were decorative, but playtesters consistently thought they were significant and often spent a lot of time trying to reach them. We didn't want to stand between people and their desire to walk on the catwalks, so we redesigned the area to make catwalks not only accessible, but also necessary to proceed.
Who are we to deny them access to their precious catwalks? They love them so much. You love your catwalk so much you can have them, fine. Pimp my stride, wow. Here, boss time. Time to beat the game. Your respirator. She's a bit neurotoxin happy. They're gonna talk about cake, fair warning. There's a cake core for some reason.
Well, you found me. Congratulations. Was it worth it? Because despite your violent behavior, the only thing you've managed to break so far
is my heart.
Maybe you could settle for that and we'll just call it a day. I guess we both know that isn't going to happen. You chose this path. Now I have a surprise for you. Deploying surprise in 5, 4... Time out for a second. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you see that thing that fell out of me? What is that? It's not a surprise. I've never seen it before. Never mind. It's a mystery I'll solve later. By myself.
By myself. I don't remember how to get the cake ending.
I wouldn't bother with that thing. My guess is that touching it will just make your life even worse.
I wish I could shut her up. She's going to ramble about this forever. Nah. Nah. Can't.
I don't want to tell you your business, but if it were me, I'd leave that thing alone.
It was somebody's job to sit by it. And if it ever looked like the AI was becoming
Do you
sentient
think I'm
and
trying to
godlike,
trick
that
you
person
with
would pick up the
reverse
phone and call
psychology?
somebody to
I
come
mean,
help.
seriously
From the
now.
point in time where the actual game takes place, it's become obvious that the Aperture Science Red Phone plan didn't 100%
Okay, fine.
work out.
Do touch it. Pick it up and just stuff it back into me. Let's be honest. Neither one of us knows what that thing does. Just put it in the corner, and I'll deal with it later. That thing is probably some kind of raw sewage container. Go ahead and rub your face all over it.
Rub your face all over it. She's so funny in this fight, oh my god.
Maybe you should marry that thing since you love it so much. Do you want to marry it? Well, I won't let you. How does that feel?
When does she run out of dialogue for this core?
I lied to you. I mean, in this room. Trust me, leave that thing alone. I am being serious now. That crazy thing is not part of any test protocol.
When do you run out of lines for this core?
Just ignore that thing and stand still.
I am. Are you done? Because I want
Think about it. If that thing is important, why don't I know about it?
I want to listen to the developer commentary, GLaDOS. You're gonna have to shut the fuck up.
I'll tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours, so leave it alone.
Mm-hmm.
Are you even listening to me?
Waiting for you to stop, lady. It's such a great design, though. She looks
I'll
great.
tell you what that thing isn't. It isn't yours,
Oh my god, it's
so leave it
looping! Terrible.
So when they told me that there was going to be a song at the end, I thought, well, all right, who's going to write the song? And they told me there was going to be a song written by Jonathan Colton. And I listened to a song that Jonathan had written, and it was very funny, very clever. So I thought at that point, well, you know, this will be okay. But I am an opera singer, so usually I sing, "Ah, quando me ne va." And I thought, well, will I be able to have the right style for the song? So I was concerned. But then before the recording, they sent me an MP3 file of the song, and I listened to it with Jonathan singing it. But I loved the little song.
I love the little song.
I practiced the little song. I tried to, you know, get back to GLaDOS's voice. You know, aperture science. Just this tiny little passive-aggressive computer who's all alone until people try to come in and murder her. So of course she gets upset. But she seems to have this real affinity for cake. And I want to play the game because I want to recreate the cake recipe and then put Portal on it and be able to serve it to my friends when they come over to my house.
She seems nice, but a little bit strange. She seems like a bit of a strange lady. I feel like most voice actors are probably very strange people.
GLaDOS, the rogue disk operating system that now runs Aperture Science, went through a bunch of design iterations. Early versions included a floating brain, a sprawling spidery mechanism, and an upside-down version of Botticelli's Rise of Venus built out of robot parts and wire. Eventually, we settled on a huge mechanical device with a delicate robotic figure dangling out of it, which successfully conveys both GLaDOS's raw power and her femininity.
Femininity. Is there another one up somewhere? Yeah, she changed a bunch of Portal too, but that's mostly because we kicked the shit out of her. Whoop.
Where are you taking that thing?
That's the morality core. I like how dull it is. Dunk.
You're kidding me. Did you just set the aperture science
You are kidding me.
what it does into an aperture science emergency intelligence incinerator? That has got to be the dumbest thing that. Whoa.
Smoother, more seductive, less computerized.
Good news. I figured out what that thing you just incinerated did. It was a morality core they installed after I flooded the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin to make me stop flooding the enrichment center with a deadly neurotoxin. So get comfortable while I warm up the neurotoxin emitters. Oh, that core may have had some ancillary responsibilities. I can't shut off the turret defenses. Oh well. If you want my advice, you should just lie down in front of a rocket. Trust me. It'll be a lot less painful than the neurotoxin.
Oh, I miss.
All right. Keep doing whatever it is you think you're doing.
Miss.
Giving the good advice aren't mutually exclusive. The rocket really is the way to go. That thing you burned up isn't important to me. It's the fluid catalytic crack.
It made shoes for orphans. What the fuck? Nice job wrecking it, hero. I just gotta do it here. Duh. Closer is better.
This isn't brave. It's murder. The difference between us is that I can feel pain. You don't even care, do you?
Who are you?
What is that? What is that?
What's that?
Curiosity core. Ooh, shiny thing.
That thing has numbers on it. Look at that thing.
Did you hear me?
Do you smell something burning?
Legs. Are you listening? Going? Are you coming back?
The fucking
Doing some damage.
2 + 2 is
In base 4, I'm fine.
I let you survive this long because I was cute. You've managed to destroy that part of me. Unfortunately, as much as I'd love to now, I can't get the neurotoxin into your head any faster. I'd just like to point out that you were given every opportunity to succeed. There was even going to be a party for you. A big party that all your friends were invited
Can hang out
to.
out here for a little
I
bit.
invited your best friend, the companion cube. Of course, he couldn't come because you murdered him. All your other friends couldn't come either because you don't have any other friends because of how unlikable you are. It says so right here in your personnel file. Unlikable, liked by no one. A bitter, unlikable loner whose passing shall not be mourned.
Shall not be mourned.
That's exactly what it says. Very formal, very official. It also says you were adopted, so that's funny too.
Those adoption jokes come back in the sequel.
Speaking of curiosity, you're curious about what happens after you die, right? Guess what? I know. You're going to find out firsthand before I finish explaining it, though, so I won't bother. Here's a hint. You're gonna want to pack as much lithium as you can into the next couple of minutes. That thing you burned up isn't important to me.
We made shoes for orphans.
Cracking unit. It made you neurotoxin. So deadly. Joking.
kidding.
Massive sarcasm quotes.
Massive sarc. I could take a bath in this stuff. Put it on cereal, rub it right into my office. Honestly, it's not deadly at all.
To me.
You, on the other hand, are going to find it's deadly.
Get over here, anger core.
Who's gonna make the cake when I'm gone?
You.
Look, you're wasting your time. And believe me, you don't have a whole lot left to waste. What's your point anyway? Survival.
Come on,
Well,
grab
then,
it.
The last thing you want to do is hurt me. I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you. Which it's just about to. Don't believe me? Here, I'll put you on.
No. That's how dumb you sound.
You've been wrong about every single thing you've ever done, including this thing. You're not smart. You're not a scientist. You're not a doctor. You're not even a full-time employee. Where did your life go so wrong? Are you trying to escape? Things have changed.
There you go.
I have an infinite capacity for knowledge, and even I know what's going on inside. All I know is I'm always standing
Stop screaming and die like an adult. So funny. Don't know why I start floating though. You always forget there's a delay, Wick. Yep, they added that after Portal 2. I think. You end up seeing the cake anyway. Oh, they added it before 2. After? But before 2? I don't know. Yeah, good cake anyway. Look, it was real all along. Looks like it's coated in cocoa pebbles, kind of granular looking. I don't really like the cake. Time to get flagged on YouTube for this song showing up, I guess. Pecans on a cake? I don't know. Ew. Huge success. It's good. It's a good game. It's a short game. I like it still. It's still good. If you haven't played it by now, I don't even know what to tell you. Where have you been? It's probably like $2 now. Shredded coconut on a cake? I don't know. Just frosting. Just stick with frosting. I feel like there is about 9 individual cake jokes, maybe 8, if you don't count like every repeat instance of the same texture or something like that. I don't know if I've ever, I mean, I've had buttercream, but I think I've had disappointing buttercream before. I wish the sequel's song was a little bit as good as this one. This one's way funnier than Want You Gone. As they burned, it hurt because I was so happy for you. Oh yeah, you're very late. We're done with the whole game, I'm sorry. Yeah, didn't I say Want You Gone? Didn't I say that? Maybe I didn't. I gotta check the things. The VOD. Yeah, it is less funny if you expect it, but I wasn't like obviously expecting it to have another song. I don't know. I can't click on that or else it'll interrupt the song. I could have swore that the subtitles used to have attributions, like it was called the anger core, and you could read that it was called that or whatever, the cake core. It's good. Yeah, the fat jokes get annoying in Portal 2. And like the orphan jokes get a little, like it's kind of like harping on the same jokes a little too much, and this game's guilty of that too with the cake joke. What's funny is that it didn't harp too much on the companion cube. The companion cube happens and then it gets brought up like once later to guilt you, and it's not brought up nearly as much as the cake joke is. Ugh. Now I have to listen to this song again. Heck. And also, like, Wheatley is really funny in Portal 2. Like, Portal 2 will always have a spot in my heart because Wheatley is extremely fucking funny. I like Stephen Merchant a lot. He was really, really good. But whatever. Thanks for watching me play, replay, revisit Portal. It was fun. Good times. everybody. Cheers. I have a Patreon if you want to vote for stuff that I stream. This got voted for by people. Thanks for voting for it, people. I like this little mouse. It's so cute. I bet they sell this on ThinkGeek or some fucking shit. But yeah, go to patreon.com/VoidBurger and give me $5, and then you can vote for stuff like this on the streams. It'll be cool. Try it out. Bye, guys.